Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Koi Plays Minecraft Bucket List. What you see behind me happens to be my super amazing view from my starter house. It's probably the best and most gorgeous location, quite frankly, ever. Because you get this really awesome view. I've got like literally 3 bays, one over there, one right here, a couple ponds over here, and then this really tiny one, which actually it's a really cool one, quite frankly, which then goes out this way and then over that way. On this rock here is eventually going to be a lighthouse. We're not doing that just yet. I need to go check out and see how deep this is, because all of my bays are essentially this deep. It's quite crazy. What is this? There's mystery stuff underwater and I don't know what it is. Just looks like a gravel pile. But yeah, most if not all of my bays go down all the way that low. And this is just a tiny bay and it drops that low. It's so crazy. I am looking to build a dock. And actually, let me get my wood there. So I've got 3 kinds of wood here. I've got spruce wood, oak wood, and dark oak wood. Let's just put this on land real quick. That's dark oak wood. That's oak wood, and this is spruce. We already know birch is not going to measure up here, and acacia wood could, quite frankly. And so what we're looking to do is we're looking to put spruce wood in the water just to help the docks look wet. And then between these two, this is the dilemma. I'm thinking about using oak wood as planks and dark oak wood as the pier pieces that pop out. So in a sense like this. And if you got water here, I think it would work out quite nice. I do. So let me tear this back out. The question here I'm having is, where do I stick my docks? I actually need a big area because I am building an actual house dock. That's it's essentially a dock where you have boats that are covered by a little shelter, so to speak. And I saw a really, really cool one on the internet that I'm going to replicate Minecraft-like. And look, I made paths here, by the way. I'm thinking about taking out eventually my gravel path, my gravel path, and putting in this. Because this actually looks really, really pretty. And it flows so much better. I really like how this goes. But anyway, I'm getting distracted here. I checked this bay. This bay is super deep as well. It goes even further than the other one, and I do think it goes to some mysterious place. And then, of course, there's this bay, like over here on the side, and I'm afraid if I put it here... Yeah, see, look at how deep this is. I know you can't see anything. I can't see anything. It goes and goes until we hit the very bottom here. And this is quite far, quite frankly, to put pillars, and that's what I'm afraid of. Although right here's the shallow portion. Ooh. Hold on, let's get some air. Quick. Try this again. Here's the shallow piece. This could work. This segment right here could work. And it comes off of this area right here. Huh. Ooh, clay. I gotta get to those clay. Oh, that's gonna work out quite nice. Sheep. I need your opinion, please. Should I put my docks here? Or should I put them somewhere else? What do you think, sheep? You can't steal my wheat. I want to know about my docks. What do you think, honestly? Should I have them sticking out here? Or should I try somewhere else? He's not paying attention. I've also got some weird lag thing going on. You can see it in the sheep movement there. It's so odd. I'm playing on single player. This is 1.9.2. And I'm still getting weird lag. And it's probably because of this. I'm recording, by the way, but it's probably because of this. I've got like super fancy everything on here, right? Maybe I should limit my frame rates to 60 frames per second. That might help something. I don't know if that's really going to help or what, but yeah. Okay, I'm rambling now, so I'm going to go find a location for this dock to start. Be right back. Okay, unfortunately, most of my area just has really, really poor lower area here, and it just means I'm going to have to use a lot more spruce to get to where I need it to be. And so this is going to be a bit of a challenge. I'm going to have to take out a bunch of these sugar canes because I unfortunately need the space here to work off of, and we'll see what I could do about replanting some of these somewhere. How many did I get out of that? Oh wow, 41. That's a pretty good number. Take that guy out. Okay, good. So we are going to build the docks here. This just seems bay-like enough to put docks in, and it's secure enough to do so. And it allows me to hopefully create some kind of staircase down this way. For the sake of this, I'm going to borrow some path blocks just so I know roughly where I want to go with the docks. There we go. So I'm like, why is that not working there? So we're going to need oak wood and we're going to need spruce wood. Not oak wood and spruce wood, but dark oak wood and spruce wood. So I'm going to start laying out pillars. And I'm thinking I want this to be at least 2 wide. At worst, I might want it to be 3 wide, but I'm going to start with 2 wide. So we're going to set up one of these right there. And we're going to set up on land right here. And maybe go back at least another set right there. We'll see about those later on once we kind of figure out where the dock's going. We're going to have the dock go out a little ways into the water for sure. Okay, guys, I got the basics set up for the pillars, at least the pillar to go out. I made some oak wood planks to have this go out a little ways out this way. I may have to connect it even into here a little bit, kind of like this. Because I'm essentially going to have like fence posts and stuff there. But I'm not going to worry about that too much for the time being. For now, I'm just going to have this go out a little ways. And then I need, right now, at least a 9x9 square. And so part of the square is going to get connected by these here. And I don't know where they're going to be. But I'm probably going to go out maybe a little bit more here. Okay, here we go, guys. That looks to be about wide enough of what I'm looking for here. I did something, I don't know, something like 15 here, going wide. So I'm going to essentially make this a box shape because I need a box shape here. And it's going to take me forever to do something like this without falling in the water. And I'm going to try to make it as square as possible because I want to make it a square. And I'll be back once I get this big giant square in. Okay, I'm also thinking about widening this pathway. Just a little bit, but I'm not entirely sold on it either. I've got some ideas here where I was thinking of doing the fence post. Did I get that last one? I don't know if I did. I was thinking about widening this one, but I was also thinking about hitching the fence posts in a sense, kind of like down here. There'll be a set of fence posts going across here. And then there'll be another, maybe possibly another set of fence posts up here. I'm not sure about the upper one, but for sure, maybe a lower fence post and then somehow doing an upper fence post. I'm not entirely sold how that looks, or even I could take all of this out and just have an upper fence post just connecting all the way across, at least up until here. Right. And then what I'm going to have over here is I'm going to have fence posts going around the outside edges here. I've got some things to do with that. And I'm going to make the fence post currently out of, I was thinking spruce wood, but now I'm out of spruce wood, so what do I do? I think I've got some fence posts back at the lumber mill. But let me check something real quick. Okay, I checked. This is going to have a at least 3 high block here, and I've got some oak wood to work with. I'm just going to have to get that crafting table because I don't want to keep running back and forth for the crafting table. Because this is going to be kind of a ridiculous place to keep this crafting table if I'm going to have to go back and forth several dozen times. So let's just stick the crafting table for the time being in the middle. And we will pick up... Oh, I do have some oak wood. Sweet. Let me just take all those. Yeah, that's going to work. Okay, so let's get a 3 high idea here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's where the next layer would start, roughly about here. And I wonder, is that a good height? You know what I'm thinking? Maybe I should make it 4 high. If I make this 4 high, I'm going to have a platform, in a sense, a little ways up there. And I don't have, wait, I do. I saw 15. I have a couple more here. If I put a platform there, that would be actually a really good height right there. And now the width of this platform is definitely going to be smaller than this here. So this goes down 14. So if I cut out 1, that's 13. That'll be 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. So I could do it maybe right there. Give me a 2 wide walkway all around on this thing. or I can go 7.6 and I can make it a 6 by something or another platform. So let us just, for the sake of today, try a 6 something platform. So go a couple more high. I don't know how much news you guys have been reading, but I have just heard that SpaceX has managed to land a spaceship 3 times on Earth, which I think is super duper cool. I don't know any other company that has managed this quite yet so far, but they've managed to do this 3 times. Yeah, so it's pretty impressive thing SpaceX having done this. And I've been keeping an eye on SpaceX news, and it popped up in moments on Twitter. I just found out that I am now on Twitter. Yay! And why am I on Twitter all of a sudden? Not only do I want to interact with people that watch my videos, I also want to be able to... Let me do the same thing here. Yeah, so I got on Twitter for 2 reasons. One, I've been trying to get on Twitter for a little while. I've just been quite busy. I think I lost that one for good. And 2... I wanted to get on Twitter because of something called Miitomo. Nintendo made an app finally, and people, I don't know, it's crazy because it rocketed to like the first million sold or picked up within, what is it, less than 24 hours of the app being available on the iTunes store. And then Google Play followed shortly after. I think it was like a day or 2 later. Google Play practically came out with the same deal. Million people downloaded the thing. I'm like, oh my goodness, Nintendo, you guys have done a great job. You made an app first day up. Your app's like super duper successful. This is the thing about Nintendo. They are a game company. They know how to make games, right? Their app, by the way, relates to a game called Tamagotchi Life. Oh, and you know what? By the way, I got to point this out. The picture I'm looking at essentially uses something that looks like acacia wood for this bottom here. But for the time being, I want to kind of keep it fresh and keep it matching some of the other texture here. So this is why I am going with this texture here. And those blocks that you see right there, they're not going to stay there permanently. I can guarantee that. I'm just going to go fill the rest of this in. Some other science news I've checked out recently is there is a planet out there in an exosystem that actually orbits its sun. Okay, doesn't all planets orbit their sun, right? But this one's kind of a trip. This particular planet orbits its sun in a really interesting elliptical orbit where it practically grazes the sun. It's a trip, and they have a video essentially showing thermospectro, whatever you want to call it, of the planet. That's so weird. Why is it doing that? Of the planet and how it orbits and then how it heats up. And so I'm gonna put links to that definitely down below, and I highly suggest watching that because it's kind of a cool trip. Essentially, one part of the planet stays super hot. Like, what is it? It heats up to like 15,000 degrees Celsius or something like that, and then it cools off to essentially minus that same number practically. And I can't believe a planet can actually do that practically, where it touches the sun, it doesn't burn off. Somehow this planet survived. I don't even know how it does it. And it's quite a mystery to me. It really is. Okay, so where I'm at now here is I need a staircase. So let me check on the staircase real quick. Okay, that's cool. The staircase actually starts a little ways over here. So that would actually work for me. I'm going to try and see if I can get the stair. That's not a staircase. That would be horrible if that actually popped a hole in the floor and dropped me. I would be like, no. Okay, so let's go ahead and borrow these blocks for the time being. I've got no dirt. I filled in a creeper hole. Essentially what happened to my dirt. Yep. Creeper took out my dirt. Hang on. This thing has rails. Oh, it's such a tough choice. Such a tough choice. Oh, you know what? Okay, this thing has rails, and I just noticed something. It goes right up against this here, and that may actually work out kind of okay. We'll see how this looks in just a second. Because if it's got rails, I'm going to have it essentially pop up there, but I also think maybe it can pop up here because the rails go all the way up to the very top, and there's no way I can do Minecraft rails like real life rails. So let's just try this as a single staircase. I know I'm kind of messing up my staircase here, but that's okay. Yeah, there we go. Now we are officially on top. So do this here real quick. And the staircase doesn't quite fit. Oh, okay. So that means I just got to bury the staircase down by a half block. Can I even do that? I don't think staircases can go down a half block. Yeah, and also in other news, I was checking out an interesting article from a spider they found. I forget how many years it is, 300 something million years old or something like that. And they couldn't tell what kind of spider it was because it was unfortunately encased in a rock where half the spider was just stuck inside the rock. And it just doesn't work to try to figure out what kind of spider it is. So they use some kind of imaging method to see what the spider looks like once upon a time ago. And I just think that's like super cool that they were able to do that. Yeah, so to find out that spider, by the way, essentially looks like a spider, acts like a spider, but has no actual spinnerets, which is super interesting to find that out. You know, that the spider can have no spinnerets, but still does what the usual spider does. So maybe it's like a wolf spider where the wolf spider just, you know, hunts from a tunnel or something. Okay, guys, I just realized what my problem was with this platform. I was one block too low. Yep, one block too low. So I've just got to take out this platform again and redo it. I'm going to do that off camera for sure. And I can't seem to sleep. It's dark out here and I cannot sleep. I wish to sleep now, please. Yeah, so I'll be back. I'm going to take just do this section by section, I guess, and just change it up, I guess. I'll be back. Okay, guys, that totally does not look like anything good at the moment, but I can guarantee you, as it goes, it's going to look nicer. I might even change the wood out down the road. This build actually has an interesting roof design that does look like this. Some of this here is getting taken out because there's actually a boat dock that goes in here, which is kind of cool. I'm starting to run low on time, so I'm going to do a little bit off camera. I've got some more spruce wood. I got some spruce wood fences. I'm going to have to go gather way more spruce than I've got here. And so what I've got in the picture here is essentially a... Oh no, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that, roof. You can't do this. All right. What should I do there? Should I go out one more piece? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am running low on time, as I said earlier, and I've got skeletons showing up there, and I think he sees me. I'm going to go head to bed because I am out of time. So if you like this episode, please do like and subscribe and definitely leave a comment. I would love to hear what your thoughts are about the thing about SpaceX and, ooh, creeper, and about that interesting hot Jupiter and about the arachnids. Here's what I did, by the way. I took out a set of stairs here and I just made it flat. It just worked better that way. And now I've got this platform up here. It's not quite done, actually. What I've also got to do is make a roof here. Yeah, I could just make like an umbrella thingamajig up here with some of these. I'm going to have to finish the rest of this tomorrow and or Wednesday night, one or the other, because right now it is currently 11 p.m. and I don't want to go to bed late. I want to get to bed a little bit early. So what I'm going to have to also do is take out, I don't know, 3 rows of this here and knock this back. And then I'm probably going to have to pull this out and bump it over a little bit because I also need to make a slip here. And I don't know, this could work here. There's 2 here and then there's a single thing here. I don't know. Oh, we'll have to see. Maybe I'll do the 2 slips here and just make a slip going in. And the slip's going to have to go at least about here. So this is where the boat's going to be parked at. And so that way there's a way for the boat to be secure. And technically got another slip like over here that kind of comes inwards a little bit. So I'll probably stick another boat in there as well. And so I've got to make a little bit of changes there. I pretty much got the outside the way I want it to be. The only problem I have now is lighting. How in the world am I going to hide lighting in something like this kind of build? It's tricky, don't get me wrong. But there may be a possibility that I can hide some temporary lighting like right under here and have the light shine through up top. And that's a tricky deal here. It practically is a deal breaker if I do it that way. The other thing is I can also do other types of lighting. For example, I've got room here to stick some lights in well, this won't work there, but I got room to hang some like hanging lights if I wanted to do hanging light. Or I could just put the regular standard light on a tiki pole or something like that. So I've got to work on lighting. Don't know how that's going to go. But until then, we will see you all next time. Bye-bye. Oh, look at this. This is so much fun. This is like what Dano had figured out. It works in the bakery, buddy.